Amy.
Hey, Jack.
I'm gay.
Oh my god, that is so funny. I'm also gay. I was going to tell you.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
And you're listening to Dating Straight. Hey, Amy.
Hey, Jack. Hey,
Hey,
Rebecca
Rita.
Black.
Sup, bitches?
Not much. Sup with you?
Oh, nothing
This is Rebecca Black, pop star extraordinaire, a queer icon before she even came out. A baggy baddie because you get your bag.
And nominee for the Wowie Awards for Outstanding Music Video.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I just found out that Dorian and I got nominated for our Edgelord music video. So go vote for us because we have
For
to
a
beat
Wowie.
legends like Charlie
Oh
XCX
my
and
God.
like Beyonce.
Hell yeah. So check Reba out on the Wowies.
Yeah.
Are they going to have like a
I don't know.
award show?
I have no idea.
That's so fun.
Yeah. Why don't you ask them?
The Wowies?
Yeah.
Hey, Wowies.
Wowies.
Let me know.
Stupid. I love you, Wowies. All right.
Okay, Sir, I have a confession to make. And these are my confessions. We recorded this yesterday, but we have to re-record.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Reba, for coming back on and talking about the exact same things with us
Cost.
again.
Amazing. I feel like second time always first the worst, second the best.
Yeah, we're like
you know?
in the groove of it.
Yeah, we also we'll cut all of the shitty things we said yesterday that didn't need to be a part of it.
I know, but that was one thing that I was like, that is so funny. I want to leave it in.
Well, oh,
But,
Oh, yeah.
let's see if we can recreate the moment for you.
I don't think we can. We just edit that piece in. I don't think. Okay, so let's do a little catch up because it's been such a week
Wow.
and a half.
Yeah.
But by the time this has come out, we know Biden is the president-elect, and we've been living this way for some time now, I guess.
So awesome.
But we are recording this on Tuesday, the 10th of November. So we're still in the freshness of that Saturday moment. So I would like to go through with you guys and see what you guys did on Saturday to celebrate.
I cried.
Yes.
I cried
cancer.
a lot. Oh,
Yeah,
a cancer.
Just
Yeah.
like you would.
It's you can't really say cancer without it sounding like you were just oh, it's the cancer. It's wait.
I know.
Wait.
Who named
terrible.
that? That is
An abomination.
Yeah.
Because I'm never going to go get a necklace that's you know
That
how people
says
can be
cancer.
Virgo?
Yeah.
A shirt that just says cancer on it. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's true.
But I cried. I saw you for a second.
Well, we watched the Kamala.
We watched the
and
speeches, which
Joe's
was beautiful.
speeches. They were lovely.
Yeah. What did you do, Jack?
Well, I found out the news, and then my roommate Julie immediately put on war paint on her
I saw that.
from ash,
good.
from weed ash on her face, and said, now that Biden
disgusting.
has won, it's time for the real leftist revolution to begin. So we went right into the fight mode.
You just went out and fought people.
But yeah, it was a lovely day. I mean, it was 75 degrees. We went to Central Park, and there was so much energy and positivity, and drank some beers at Central, and
So nice.
had a nice sunset. And then the next day I went to this outdoor place with live music, which was really cool.
Wow, that's so fun.
And it was just so lovely. I almost cried at that point because I was beautiful day, live music, beautiful friends, and and I don't know, a fascist on the way out of the White House. What's better
Yeah.
than that?
Yeah.
Perfect Sunday.
Beating fascism one day at a time.
I definitely feel overall better since Saturday. Literally, I've just felt a little lighter one less thing to worry about.
I think it's a huge sense of relief for so many of us who, and I can't even imagine for people who will be even more so directly affected by this. But I know, like, obviously as queer people, like, we were not necessarily backed up for the past 4 years. I didn't feel that.
No way.
And it's really hard to be proud of the country that you're in when you don't feel like your government is rooting for you.
No, not at all.
So I hope that,
like, rooting against us. Not rooting.
in fact, I hope that, you know, while we still, it will be a long time, I think, before we ever, if ever, that we have a perfect candidate in office. But I do feel hope that this is a new administration that will actually listen and think with sense and decency. And like we said yesterday, make America sane again.
I forgot about that. I should tweet that.
Yeah. But so
make America sane again.
I mean, like, I completely agree. Like, I feel like Biden isn't necessarily probably any of our first choices, but
no,
like, any win against like a literal like fascist person, like anyone who's not a fascist compared to like fucking fascist, is like a huge difference. Like, I see a lot of people being like, there's not that much of a difference between Trump and Biden. And I'm like, no, there actually is. One is like militarizing the streets for no reason. And the other is like just, you know,
less
he's not
bad.
perfect, but he's not militarizing the streets.
Yeah.
But is he? We'll have to find out. But yeah, I agree. I think that this is definitely a huge step. And it's just, I think while in a perfect world, I would love to, you know, jump from this like evil administration to something that I really genuinely believe in to my core. I don't think that is possible, considering like how many people in our country do still support the president and do believe those things. And like, I know you've had your conversations with people who have straight up told you that they did not believe in you being gay was a good thing.
It was crazy.
And that was just last week. Yeah.
Well, but also I'll say, like, Biden wouldn't have won, in my opinion, if he was like so far left. So this is just, we're just inching closer to what we think is right. You know, he's trying to unify the country, which is way better than what Donald Trump was doing.
Yeah.
But I had an experience on election day. My car was like something wrong with it. So I went to the shop in Sun Valley, which I didn't realize was like not as blue of a place as like LA is.
Where is Sun Valley?
It's just like maybe 30 minutes north of here. And so I was like, it's asking everyone if they had voted and who they had voted for, which I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but I was. And this one guy was like, I voted for Trump. And because we live in this blue bubble and I only see what I see on Twitter and I only see what I see on Instagram. And like, I just started watching more of Fox to see like what they're also saying. But he was like, I voted for Trump. So when I figured out that he was not joking, I was like, why? And he said that Biden, he said that Biden is for incest. And I was like, okay, can you show me like the facts? Like, can you show me when he said that? Because listen, if Biden is for incest, like, I don't want that either. And he was like, well, I like don't really have it with me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but no, show me. And I was like, pull it out. Like he said, it's like on my phone. I was like, do it. And he was like, well, I could like text my friend. And I was like, do it. Like, I would like to see it. And obviously he couldn't do it because it was like some, I'm sure, stupid Facebook post that like his like QAnon group. I wanted to know like the stretch of like how he got there. Cause I'm sure Biden said like, obviously not that he's for incest, but he said like, I'm for people marrying who they love. And then maybe like the far right could like take that and stretch it.
The whole QAnon bubble is so scary and so bizarre.
Yeah.
And that their whole thing is about there being like this ring of pedophilia in Hollywood and in like elite powerful people. So I'm sure it has something to do.
Which, I mean, in itself isn't actually that crazy of a thing. I mean, we've seen like Epstein, like there probably is.
Of course.
But they also think that like Trump is their messiah. And like,
exactly.
And it's like, clearly Trump is the type who has like,
he was
said
friends
the
with
things
Jeffrey
about
Epstein.
Ivanka being like, I would date her if she weren't my daughter. And he's the type of person who has had allegations against him of like abuse and like pedophilia and shit like that. So like, I wonder.
And he was the closest with Epstein, and he wished what's her face well. What is her name?
Yeah,
Ghislaine.
I don't know
Epstein's girlfriend.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ghislaine.
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 Ghislaine?
Ghislaine.
Ghislaine?
Yeah.
No, I think it's Ghislaine.
No, that's how you spell Ghislaine. Or that's how you pronounce Ghislaine. How are you
In the
saying it?
documentary I watched, they said Ghislaine.
But
he
minor
wished her
details.
fucking well, so it's like pick one. But anyway, so
moral of the story is he's trash. Like Trump is garbage. Trash.
And then this guy went on to say, I was like, so you don't care about that's what I said. I said, so you don't care about human rights. And he was like, I do care about human rights. I don't want people to have it like to be incestual. And I was like, whatever, that's not what human rights are, but okie dokie. And then he was like, well, and I don't want gay people to get married. I don't think this guy understood what human rights were. But he was like, and I don't want gay people to get married. And I was like, oh my God, funny you should say, I'm gay. So you don't think that I deserve to get married? And he was like, well, it's just like my personal blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, it's actually my personal blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, okay, so if your kids were gay, would you abandon them? Would you disown them? And he said, yes. And then I was like, what? What are you talking about? Sorry, but I just yelled. And then I was like, you would stop loving your children if they were gay, fully expecting him to be like, well, I'm a parent. I would love them unconditionally. But he said, yes, he would stop loving them if they were gay. And I was like, oh my God, that is crazy. I've just never had a conversation like that before.
Yeah. I mean, there's
so
more
many
people like
out
that than I think you'd imagine. Like 47%
be.
or like 40, how many it was 71 million votes or something for Trump, like to Biden's 74 million. Like, I mean, I don't know, not everyone thinks like that. I don't know what these Trump voters, who they really are. But yeah, I mean, we do live in a bubble, period.
We do. And it was like how I was raised too. Thank you so much, Usual Wines, for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. Usual Wines are wines for the modern drinker. Each bottle is 6.3 ounces, which is a heavy pour or about a glass and a half of wine. So there's going to be no more pouring wine down the drain. There's going to be no more stale wine, flat bubbly, if you don't finish the whole bottle. Because of the single serve format and bottle design, it's just overall better. The wines are low carb and have 0 grams of sugar, which I feel like is very unique. Usual has a red blend, a rosé, and a sparkling white wine called Brut. They also have limited production of Brut rosé just for summer.
Yeah. And Usual Wines are made from world-class American areas in California like Napa, Sonoma, and Santa Barbara, and are made with minimal intervention, 0 sugar, and 0 additives. Look how cute they are. I am
super cute.
Gagging. Like, they are so cute and like the perfect size for one person. And I got the sampler pack, which has 12 of these little bottles. I have the red, the rosé, and the Brut. So I'm really excited to, I don't know, just like drink these and be all cute
Look
and fancy. And Usual Wines has a special holiday product coming in early November, Usual Reserve, and it's an ultra premium limited edition Mount of the Deer Cabernet Sauvignon. Introducing Usual Reserve. This is our most special wine yet. Their most special wine yet, just in time for the holidays. Hailing from one of the most celebrated plots of land in all of Napa, This Cabernet Sauvignon is concentrated and rich with just enough grip. Gift it to someone special or keep it all for yourself. The holidays, as usual. Highly recommend. Go check out their website at www.usualwines.com and use our discount code DATING for $8 off your first order and try your first glass on Usual.
Thanks, Usual. This episode is also sponsored by Everlywell.
That is right. So, even if your sex life is like an open book, STD testing can feel invasive to your privacy. I mean, people often don't like to get tested because it can be awkward sitting in those waiting rooms. Sometimes you just feel uncomfortable in doctor's offices. I hate doctor's offices. They make me feel queasy. But taking care of yourself and your sexual health. Yes, but taking care of yourself and your sexual health is important, not only for you, but for your partners. Thankfully, there's Everlywell at-home lab tests. Everlywell makes STD testing easy and discreet for you. With 7 different at-home STD lab tests, you can check for the most common STDs from the privacy of your own home. The process is super simple. The Everlywell at-home collection kit is shipped discreetly in an undisclosed box right to your door and comes with easy-to-follow instructions so you can collect your sample from home on your own time. And once you send your sample back, it's processed in a certified lab, and your results are reviewed by a board-certified physician, and they then send you, are sent directly to you, your results just digitally within days. And you can even share with your healthcare providers and your partners as well. And the Everlywell digital platform helps break down everything so you know what your results mean to you. If your results are abnormal, a board-certified physician in your state may contact you at no additional cost to discuss your case and may prescribe medications if applicable. And now Everlywell has a brand new sexual health membership called Current that allows you to select one STI test of your choice per month with additional benefits, all for just $15 a month, which is a fantastic deal.
$14.99 even. Come on, 1 cent. Pull the sheets off your sexual health with Everlywell. No questions asked, just clear answers. For 20% off an Everlywell at-home lab test, visit everlywell.com/dating and enter code DATING. That is everlywell.com/dating, code DATING for 20% off your test. Everlywell at-home lab tests, your answers, your way. Thanks, Everlywell. It's like that's the worst I've heard. Not that until now. I've only heard of like super religious families being like, listen, I don't understand it and I don't respect it, but I'll love you because you're my kid. I've never heard someone be like straight up, I will stop loving my children if they are gay. Yeah, no, I've never heard that. Have you heard that? Yeah.
I mean, of course. I mean, I know, have met people who've been in conversion therapy. Like their parents forced them into conversion therapy. Like even worse than I will stop loving you. Like I will try and change you and like pain you and like traumatize you. So yeah, I mean, I think it's even worse than you imagine. Like even worse than parents not loving their children. It could be way worse than that. People get murdered. Like being gay. Like
homosexuality is legally, it is legal to murder homosexual people in certain countries. What we live in here, I mean, we live in like basically one of the gayest places in the world. And so it's really easy. I definitely found the times that I've toured in places like the South, like places like Mississippi or Arkansas or Indiana, those places, especially when I've done kind of like gay heavy shows, like I did this tour called Love is Love a few years ago. And I mean, the amount of kids that come and their parents don't know where they are, they think that they're somewhere else, or the amount of people who share their stories. I mean, even in places like Texas, it's like, even though those states are going blue, it doesn't mean that kind of rhetoric still doesn't exist. And there are so many spider legs of dangerous rhetoric out there on all fronts. And so many people who still believe that being gay is like one of the worst sins that there are. I mean, in Saudi Arabia, women only got the ability to drive like 2 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
There's There is some crazy, crazy shit out there.
Yeah. I was just
a lot of work to do.
Raised
That's why,
to love people.
I mean, this Biden
Same.
win, it is big because there's like not like probably going to be like someone as hateful, outwardly hateful in office, but like there's a lot of work to do. Like even within our blue communities, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so yeah, keep on keeping on, everyone. Much love to you.
Yeah. Saturday was really fun. Loved it. Everyone was screaming on the streets.
Yeah, it was really wonderful.
Curious, I want to know, leave it in a 5-star review. We say rate, review, subscribe, Patreon. I want to know what it was like on Saturday morning in a red state, because I went for a drive with Alexis. We went like in East Hollywood and we went to West Hollywood, and there were people cheering on the streets, cars beeping all over, like everyone listening to Gaga, like we were really vibing. So I want to know what it was like elsewhere.
I've heard a few different people talk about this on like the various like podcasty things I listen to. And I know that for sure in red communities, like just generally how if there was, let's say like if you supported Trump and you lived in LA, you probably wouldn't talk about it very much.
No.
It's the same in the red state for a Biden supporter, I believe.
Wow.
Especially for these states that are recently like turning more blue. That's what I've heard. And I think what I've seen is a lot of people aren't acknowledging or accepting the fact that Joe Biden is the president-elect. And to be fair, in 2016, Democrats did the same thing.
We were like not out
for a different reason. I don't think that it was like massive amounts of voter fraud claims like they're doing now. It was more
the
so
Russia interference.
That's true. Which was there was evidence.
Yeah, different.
You know, I think that's what is difficult. Is same with kind of like the Biden incest thing. It's like, okay, give us the evidence, and nobody is able to give any sorts of evidence. So, but I think that people are probably very upset. I'm curious to see what it's like even going back home to like Orange County for the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Because there are a lot of conservative people there.
For sure. Damn, well, let us know.
I'll let you guys know too. Maybe I'll come back.
Please do. Also, quickly, Trump's tweets. Lol. It's crazy. I know he's definitely spiraling. And it's pretty interesting to watch in it.
It really, I mean, I have so much secondhand embarrassment for him and his family and all of them involved. The Four Seasons total landscaping thing.
Oh my God. Iconic.
That will be my Halloween costume next year. It's just, I mean, to think that this is who we've had in like the highest position in the world.
No, it's bad.
For 4 years.
It's pretty bad.
Y'all.
It's a miracle that we didn't have some sort of world war.
We got close.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
There's still time.
Like, holy moly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I definitely feel just a lot lighter. Also, the air quality in LA has drastically improved since Saturday and stayed good, which is just makes my heart sing.
Yeah, that is true. I think the one thing to mention, like that we should all probably acknowledge while we're talking about this is like, obviously there is still work to do. And no, there wasn't necessarily a world war, but 200,000 people have died in this country from a virus that, you know, not saying Trump created, but certainly has not done anything to solve. And that hasn't changed. That number is still going up. There are like 666 parents who have vanished from their children at the border and nobody knows where they are. There's so many different issues that people have really suffered like as a result of Trump, you know. So fuck him.
I wonder if he'll go to jail.
I would love to see it.
Yeah. Show us that.
Yeah.
Also, finally, if you have any cash, the Georgia Senate races, the runoffs, really important. We need to fundraise. We need a phone bank. Even better than your cash probably is phone banking. or canvassing if you live in Georgia. Very, very, very important. Without the Georgia Senate, we won't get anything done.
True.
So
True.
Cool.
Period.
Go get involved. It's very empowering.
Cool.
Okay.
So let's get into some advice.
No.
I mean,
we're doing confessions today.
I'd love to come back for advice, though.
Oh, please.
I love giving unsolicited advice.
Yeah, we have like no degree of anything. But thank you so much, Alyx Weiss, A-dubs, for giving us this idea to do confessions. She is the queen of confessions. Check her out. YouTube.com/A-dubs.
Mm-hmm.
They know who it is.
Alyx Weiss.
Alyx Weiss. Okay, so we're going to read some confessions.
Mm-hmm.
They're like all types. It's not even just lesbian, except maybe it is. I don't know. Jack, take it away. Or
All right.
Reba, whoever wants to do this.
I'll go for it. All right.
Okay.
Hey, Amy, Jack, and guest. When I was
Hi.
18, right after graduating from high school, I worked part-time at a cafe. I started having a crush on my coworker who was 6 years older than me. Let's call her M. But I wasn't sure about my feelings, so I wasn't brave enough to tell her. But as we spent more time together, I was like, holy shit, I really like M, and it's my first time liking someone. But still, I was afraid that maybe she's not into girls. That's valid. One day, when there was no customer and we were alone in the cafe, M suggested that we play Truth or Dare, and the first question she asked me was whether I was into girls. Oh,
That is some gay shit.
That is some gay shit.
Yeah.
She told me she is bi, and it made me have my hopes up. I was like, yes, I am going to tell her. And she was going to quit soon anyway because of health issues, so I had nothing to lose. Then, on the day I planned to confess my 5-month crush to her, I had morning shift with the manager, and she had afternoon shift. My manager asked me if I knew that Emma was married.
Awful.
And it turned out she had the health issue, a stomach ache, which was because she was pregnant.
Trash.
My brain.
Not trash, but tragic.
Yeah.
Trash that she's like, I have a health issue. It's like, no, you're going on maternity leave.
My brain went blank at that moment. WTF. When I saw Em that day, she asked me if I knew she was married, and I pretended that I did know. Then she told me she was pregnant, and I pretended I was surprised and excited for her. I said congratulations. That was what heartbreak sounds like. Oh, and the baby due date was on my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
Tragic.
I know
love
it
it.
is too dramatic to be real, but haha, what a way to experience having a crush for the first time. Love and support.
What I would love to know is when this initial gay encounter happened, like when this person said, when this person asked the other person, are you into girls? Like, what was the conversation? It was like, are you into girls? And then they were like, or are they into girls? And they were like, yeah. And then they were like what? That was the same conversation twice. I just want to know, like,
You say like, yeah, okay, your turn, you're the dare, right? They were playing Truth or Dare.
oh, yeah. I guess so. Interesting.
It seems like M was playing with your heart.
Super unfortunate, yeah.
And you didn't take the bait. And we are so proud of you
True.
for how you are handling this.
Yeah.
And much love.
Yeah, you definitely dodged a bullet. If somebody is pregnant but like trying to hit on you, like it just feels like a
No.
messy
Too much.
situation. Pregnant and married. I mean, you can be pregnant and single and hit on someone.
Yeah.
But
And pregnant and lying.
And
Not
lying about
lying,
being
but like
pregnant?
mistruths, you know? A health issue?
seems like not it. Seems like not it.
Jeez.
That's
What
funny.
astrological signs do we think that these people were?
That's good. Who's like not very reactionary because that's the person who wrote this.
Maybe like Capricorn or like Aquarius.
Oh. And then a Gemini.
Definitely giving me
For
Gemini
M.
vibes. Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah.
of a Pisces because she's like going with the motion, you know? She's like a fish.
Pisces for the writer.
For the writer. And M.
Okay. I see it.
Yeah, M's got to be
I don't know, but Pisces
something
are very
crazy.
much like emotional, soft, gushy. I feel like
Wet
Pisces
and
would have
gushy.
really
Yeah, I can't get the word gushy without like doing the WAP in my head. Remember when we did the WAP? We did the WAP to celebrate.
To celebrate
Really?
Biden's win.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Do you want to quickly do it?
Now from the top, make it drop.
That's a WAP. All right, cool.
Okay,
Love and
Reba.
support.
Yeah, thank you. And we love and support you as well.
We do.
And we think that you did a really good job.
Oh,
What?
by the way, send in your
Yes?
confessions to dating straight, dating
STR8
STR8 at gmail.com.
Definitely.
Please do.
Maybe I'll send one in for next time.
Okay.
And you won't know.
Well, we'll see our email.
Maybe I'll make a fake email. Maybe I'll use my work email like all these people do.
That's funny.
Who wants to go next?
That's you, love.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, Jack, Amy, and Rebecca, you stunning beauties, you. I'm not sure if you can even read this confession out because it involves recreational drug use, but maybe you can just read it for yourself and enjoy the chaos inherent to everything I do. I would like to preface this by saying, don't do drugs. LOL. I live in, oh no. This is right. I forgot about this.
No.
I feel like I always mix up my Australian with my English. So
They're similar enough.
all right. I live in England, core blimey governor, where ketamine is often the bump of the night. And recently, my friend and I decided to have a ketty night out. We actually... Are you? Oh.
To the catty night.
Kitty night. We actually made it through most of the night, not going too far, and ended up on the beach around 11 p.m. thinking we had quite a tame but fun time. For the sake of it, we decided to have one last bump each. Famous last words. Are those famous last words?
One last bump.
One last bump
On the way home.
For the
Bump me
road.
up. Bump it. Anybody remember Bump Its?
Do you mean bop it?
Bop
No,
it.
Bump Its.
What's a
the
bump
hair
it?
piece?
Bump Its? Yes.
Oh, yes.
It was like a little plastic hair thing that you would like put underneath your hair and you would like put your hair over it to make it look like you had a little bump. Like a little,
like a snooki?
Yes, a snooki.
Yeah.
It was
Damn, I don't know about
snooki
that.
time. I begged my mom for them.
I
got
love
them.
to bop it though.
Love to bop it.
Yeah.
On the literally 5-minute walk back to my apartment, I hallucinated that a small stone I had found in my shoe was our son called Maxim, and that we were his Eastern European immigrant parents. I'm from Russia originally, so should this person have a Russian accent?
Yeah, try it.
Oh, yeah. Switcheroo.
I don't know how to do it. How do you do a Russian accent?
I don't know.
Like this.
All I can think of is
Vodka.
I'm so sorry to any people that are Russian. This is a really terrible accent. I literally saw his entire life. So good.
Keep going,
I
it's
literally
perfect.
saw his entire life play out in front of my eyes.
Oh my god, you are giving me Despicable Me. Fucking Groot.
Oh my. It's not Groot, it's Gru.
Drooling.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, what is Groot? Groot is the tree
Yeah, Groot's the tree.
from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Everyone listening to this is like not following the story at all.
Gonna lose it. All right, let's see if I can make it to the end of the story with this accent. All right. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I literally saw his entire.
Riva, you can do it. Get it together.
I can't. Okay, entire life play out in front of my eyes. From him going to university, okay. Having like a laugh attack. I'm really sorry. You know when you're like laughing so hard, it feels like you're having a panic attack.
You need some beta blockers.
No.
Riva, oh my God. Just channel your inner method actress. Like,
I know.
you're on set.
just having a
Self-tape. Give us self-tape
I'm having a
moment.
breakdown. Oh my God. I might not be able to do this. Okay.
a successful scientist who having a family. I was adamant that we couldn't go home because the moment we went inside, I knew he would die. Was that where I was?
Okay, they're talking about a small stone
yeah, okay.
found in shoe.
So, okay, let me rewind for a second. On the literally 5-minute walk back to my apartment, I hallucinated that the small stone. That was a sneak attack. I'm like trying to see if I can trick my brain into doing it. That's so stupid. I hallucinated that a small stone I had found in my shoe was our son called Maxim. Maxim. And we were...
Go back to British. You were good at that.
My heart is beating so fast. And that we were his Eastern European immigrant parents.
There we go.
I'm from Russia originally.
No,
Don't do it.
God,
Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, I have to be done. I literally saw his entire life play out in front of my eyes, from him going to university and becoming a successful scientist to having a family. And I was adamant that we couldn't go home because the moment we went inside, I knew he would die. I was holding him really tightly in my fist. And every time I opened up my fist to look at him, I felt I was performing open heart surgery and putting his life at equal risk. What is the risk equal to? Equal to, I don't know. Eventually, I had to concede we should go inside and literally started to mourn his death and rock backwards and forwards while my friend tried to play me ABBA to calm me down. Which I then asked he turn off because I was insistent it was, and I quote, too Italian. Just too many ethnicities in here. I even wrote a message to myself in my notes app for Sober Me, insisting I always remember that I killed my own son, Maxim. Then I proceeded to throw up the entire night. Anyway, please find attached to the shrine to Maxim that I have above my bed, featuring the school portrait that the friend who was with me that night painted in his memory and Maxim's body. The moral of the story is horse tranquilizers are not the one. Hugs, not drugs. Stay in school.
What a wild ride. And that is why
insane.
I won't try ketamine.
I think somehow that story put me in a K-hole.
Transported.
Literally.
Wait,
also ABBA
is very funny.
is not Italian. I don't know.
No, they're Swedish.
Yeah.
Or like
what's
Norwegian.
going on with that? That is the biggest sad part of the story.
Ketamine makes you do some crazy things, I guess.
ABBA disrespect.
The disrespect. I hope that you could find Maxim the next day. Also, why couldn't they bring Maxim inside?
No, he has Maxim above his bed with the shrine, featuring the school portrait and his body.
No, it's shrine to Maxim.
Yeah, painted in his memory and Maxim's body. Oh. Lifeless. Sounds awful.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
Kids.
Don't do ketamine.
No.
Great.
Hi, Amy, Jack, and Rebecca.
Hello.
First, I don't have Apple products, so I can't leave 5-star review, but I love the podcast and would give it 5 stars if I had the ability.
Love the disclaimer.
Super hard to hear. Are you sure?
Unnecessary drag, I feel.
Well,
they were like, I can't, sorry.
Perhaps you should consider investing in an Apple product.
For us only.
Borrow a friend.
Yeah, just for us. Yeah, borrow. So my confession is, that wasn't your confession? I'm kidding. 3 years ago, I ended a relationship with my BF/fiance at the time after being in a relationship for 5 years. Wow. It was unhealthy, and ultimately I decided I could not see myself being with a man for the rest of my life. Same. That info is really besides the point. Shortly after he and I ended, I was talking to a girl on POF.
Plenty of fish.
Very nice.
It's a dating website, I believe, just for Christians.
Oh.
No, not for Christian. No.
Plenty of fish, I feel, right? Is it?
Well,
wait. No, I think
feel like Fish in the Sea.
That's Christian Mingle. Yeah. No,
Christian
Plenty
Mingle.
of Fish was in that Lady Gaga telephone music video.
Oh my God. Wait, I need to find.
I don't know if it's Christian.
You're right. You're right.
Plenty
It's
of
just
Fish.
Plenty of Fish.
Just like Fish in the Sea.
Canadian.
Anyway, on POF, Plenty of Fish.
Cool.
Early on, she mentioned she lived with an ex-boyfriend. Somewhere along the way, it was clear she was just looking for a friend with benefits, which, just being out of a 5-year relationship, I was cool with. This was obviously a while ago, so I don't remember a lot of specifics, but somehow it came up that the man she lived with was not an ex, but a current boyfriend. She told me early on that she and him have an understanding, that she can sometimes hook up with women or someone
With a vagina.
with a vagina, considering I've just came out as non-binary. I was trying to think of, I don't know.
A nickname?
No, not a nickname. It's honestly not
vagina?
Don't worry. Don't worry. Honestly, not clear to me if the first time we hooked up was a secret as he was at work. But there have been a couple of occasions over the years where I've asked her if she knew I was coming over, and she said yes. You're not a secret, and I'll come over and hang. You're not a secret, and I'll come over and hang out a few hours while he's doing his thing in another room. We always go to bed after he does, do the damn thing, LOL, then sleep separately. Anyways, I moved away last year, so hookups were few and far between. Just when I'm back in town, LOL. But I tell myself their agreement is their business, and if she tells him, it's their business. Also, we've never kissed. She claims to be not into kissing. I don't really care what people think. I'm just curious of y'all's reactions. Stay safe and well.
Wow. One thing that I didn't realize the first time we had read this is that initially this person did lie about it being an ex-boyfriend, and then it was their current boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Period.
Because kudos to, like, if this is a situation that works well for you and that you like, then I mean, all power to you. But interesting that this person lied.
Interesting.
And not being into kissing is definitely,
Another lie.
I don't know if it's a lie. It's definitely unusual,
Yeah.
you know?
Something you take note of.
Yeah. I'd love to know, like, how many people listening to this don't enjoy to kiss.
Yeah.
Leave in a
I also
5-star
wonder
review.
if it's like also don't enjoy kissing without a connection. Like if that's there.
Or like anyone but my boyfriend. I don't want to kiss.
Right. Like I know
That
maybe that's like their
logic is
her and her
strange.
boyfriend's like that's their thing
Special
that they
thing?
won't cross. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I mean, all power too.
yeah, it's very that movie with Julia Roberts.
That
That
What?
movie where they won't kiss because she's on the Wilshire Boulevard.
Pretty Woman?
Yes.
Oh, they don't kiss?
Well, at the beginning, she's like, I don't kiss. And then at the end, they fall in love and kiss. Spoiler alert. That's how that movie ends.
All
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, great. Is this if you're vibing,
Yeah.
then you're vibing. But definitely like watch how you feel if you ever don't feel comfy with this.
They seem like they're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what people think.
Yeah.
And also, if that person is lying to you, that is her problem and not yours. You can only do what you know with the information you've been given.
True.
And this is the information that you have. And it seems like you are doing great, sweetie.
Love that.
True.
Yeah. Proud of you.
All right.
Proud.
Dear Amy, Jack, and Rebecca. Firstly, I just want to say
Hi.
love the podcast and you guys. Glad you're back on, Rebecca.
Thank you.
I have 2 confessions. Number 1, and my personal favorite, Jack, I am yet another gay gal listener who has a crush on you. Thank you. And you've made cameos in a couple of my dreams as a PG-13 love interest. So thanks, Jack.
Wow.
Now I have a crush on both of you guys and Miss Black, the TikTok icon we all needed in 2020.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
2, During lockdown, I thought it would be a great idea to hit up a famous TikToker, and we even matched on a dating app, but I didn't get a reply and decided the best course of action would be to write a jokey song, which she ignored. I am so embarrassed by my actions that I would like to delete myself from the internet and maybe the universe. Would love to hear your guys' worst or most awkward attempts to hit people up online. Much love from England. Stay safe, guys. Also, fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump.
I don't think that's something to be embarrassed about. I think that's actually so sweet. And like somebody will so love that jokey song vibe.
Yeah.
You know?
Super cute.
I think it's really sweet.
What's our worst or most awkward attempts to hit people up
You think
online?
it like you would write a song to someone you've never met before?
I mean, I don't write songs, so no.
I mean, yeah. it's bold.
It's a
bold,
choice.
but someone will love that.
Someone will love that.
definitely
That
love
is true. That is true. That is true.
You know?
Yeah.
And like totally cool that this famous TikToker didn't.
Yeah.
That's dating.
That's her business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who was it?
Ooh,
was
Email
it?
us
It
back,
was the tea.
datingstraight@str8@gmail.com.
Most or worst,
It was Anna
most
Campbell.
awkward or worst dating.
Worst thing.
Silence.
Worst thing. Worst thing. Anyone have one?
I don't that I can think of off the top of my head. But I did think about it yesterday after we recorded, and I was thinking, because you know how everyone's making those TikToks of like run-ins that they've had with celebrities. I figured out a celebrity that I didn't have a run-in with them, but I just had a moment.
Okay.
Do you guys want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, when I used to work at Mendocino Farms, the sandwich shop, Shia LaBeouf came into the sandwich shop.
He's so hot.
And he ordered his sandwich, and at Mendocino Farms, you want me to be like, what is your name? And the first letter of your last name, so that they're like Shia T, you know? And L. Where did I get T from?
You were just making shit up.
Shia
That
Buff.
spells out Shia.
The buff. Interesting. Yeah. I was so certain as well. So I was like, Shia, instead of being like, what's your name, sir? And he was like, yeah. And then I got in trouble by my manager because they were like, don't do that. He always comes in and says like his name is Dave or whatever. And I was like, my bad. I couldn't. I was like, that's fucking Shia LaBeouf, bitch.
I mean, whatever.
Like, am I going to ask Shia LaBeouf his name?
Well,
It's
that
like,
doesn't.
come on. Like,
I
know
thought
it.
you were going to say something bad about him. Like you were like
Oh,
Shia. And he was
no.
like, no, it's Dave. Like that would be weird. But
No. He was like, yeah.
I think it's fine.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fine. I got in trouble, but it was fine.
Nah.
Shia came in on
How are
a
you supposed to know?
busy
you know?
ass day, Mendocino Farms.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Shit happens. I'm sure that
Shit
worse
happens.
have happened. Shit happens. Shit happens.
No, I don't mind that I did that.
That is a sweet story.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think
fun.
of mine.
Oh, Jack has beef, celebrity beef.
Oh, come on. I mean, I've already talked about this before.
Have you?
Yeah, the King Prince, right? Is that what you're thinking of?
No.
Oh.
I'm thinking of Gigi Gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. It's like not really beef. I mean, I was like
It's, like,
15
not at all.
or something at VidCon, and I was like, I went up to Gigi and I was like, Gigi, I love you so much. Like, you are awesome. And then like before
You
I
were
could get like 2
obsessed.
seconds in, she was like, I gotta go, boo boo. Like, wrap it up.
And for a long time after that, we always were just like, I gotta go, boo boo. It was always boo boo.
I've never seen Gigi Gorgeous not like on the run.
Sure.
Like she is just like
Also,
bopping,
like-
bopping.
By the food court in VidCon, like yeah, I understand why she doesn't want to like hang out with random Jack Dodge. By the
It does
fucking
make you
subway.
think though when you like have those situations and you're on the other side of them, like people remember them, you know?
Maybe
Yeah.
we
You could
could
be
get her on
kinder.
Dating Straight now, and I could tell her about this.
I would die. I would
That'd
die
be
for
so
that.
funny.
She'd be wonderful.
Also met Howie Mandel that VidCon, and I was like, "Hi, Howie Mandel. Like, can I get a photo?" So, and then I did, and then he was like, he was there because his son was doing YouTube at the
Oh.
time. I don't know if they still are. He was like, "Yeah, my son's a YouTuber," and I was like, "Oh yeah," because I don't even remember. He was talking about his son, and I like acted like I knew who it was, but I obviously didn't. And his son was like right there. I was like, never mind.
Love.
Yeah. So no, we haven't hit up people online.
Ever.
I'm just a shameless DMer. I don't give a fuck. I told King Princess I thought she was hot. I can probably pull up the DM actually.
Oh my god, a
Whoa.
live reading. Remember when you used to do live readings of like
I
whenever
still do. What are we doing right now?
that's so true. But like whenever someone would write like the most outrageous like notes app
Oh yeah.
moments,
I
Rebecca
love
would
them.
like sit around and we would just like do a huge live reading. It was so fun.
I love them. Oh my god.
What? What does it say?
There were multiple.
Y'all message.
No, it was so this was like 2018 this was when I was a gay and
When
like,
I was
two
a
people
gay.
knew. This was in the middle of my gay awakening.
Sure,
Let's be
sure.
real. I big fan. Talia got me through a breakup, so I posted about it. She said, "Thank you, sweet gal." I said, "Such a fan. You're fab."
Oh.
Anyways, again, I forgot about this. In May, I posted something with her song playing, and I said, "I think I have a crush on King Princess."
Whoa.
my God.
And I tagged Shannon in it.
And that's how you came out.
And in that moment I came out, no one knew. She sent me a less than 3. And then I think I was at your
a less
house
than
when
three.
I sent
I was
this.
like, what?
Hot.
Yes,
And I think when I was at your house, I
Yes.
sent this next one
on this very couch.
on this very couch.
Mhm.
And I said, "I don't mean to alarm you, but you are hot."
Whoa.
Amazing slide.
Whoa.
Yeah, nailed it.
And she was also, didn't know this, but I think she was definitely in a relationship at that time. And she said, "Thank you, Miss Rebecca." That was the last time we spoke.
Oh my god, do it again.
Do it again right now.
And I'd do it again.
Crazy. But I don't
Very nice.
I don't find those
Yeah, that's
things
not, like,
embarrassing.
Worst or awkward.
Even just in general, it's like you
Very
put yourself
flattering,
out there.
yeah.
Some people like I think it's so easy to take rejection like so personally, but I've been doing better with it because I'm just like, all right, you don't want me? Well, plenty of fish, bitch.
POF. It's always flattering to compliment someone.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, my
Is it
turn
my
now?
girl? Oh no,
It's
it's Jack's turn.
Okay.
I love it when it's Jack or Rebecca's turn.
Okay. Hi, Amy, Jack, and Rebecca. I was on the
Hi.
flight back from Reading
Reading.
Festival
It's still Reading.
in England.
Reading
And Bad
festival. Do you
Baby.
think that it was like a festival about reading?
Reading.
Maybe. I mean, listen,
No.
it is not capitalized. It is lowercase, so it looks
Oh.
like Reading Festival.
That is
Reading
kind of
Festival is
valid.
a music festival.
Um,
We're not
Anyway.
musicians like you, so we actually don't know the popular ones, popular festivals.
It's just on the big list of goals.
Okay, so I was on my way back from Reading Festival in England, and Bad Baby, I don't know how to spell her name, the Cash Me Outside girl, had performed at the festival, and she walked past me in the airport. To my excitement,
you to
I
do this one
shouted
in
the
a-
first thing. What?
In a what accent?
I would really like you
In
to do this in Russian. Yeah.
Okay, I'll finish it up in Russian.
Thank you.
To my excitement, I shouted the first thing that came to my mind, which was, "Cash me outside, how about that?" She immediately turned around and her and her mother started shouting at me. I thought I was going to have to fight a bit right then and there, and I was on a massive come down from a 5-day festival. I hadn't showered in 6 days.
Very good at
I smelled really bad.
Yeah.
Besides the point, I genuinely shot myself because the bitch is scary. Please make this anonymous. She scares me.
That's one way to make it anonymous. Different.
Yeah, good thing we made this anonymous because Bad Baby loves this show.
Big fan.
Yeah, huge.
Big dating straight fan.
But that is crazy.
That is really crazy.
She would want to find someone who said like what we're all thinking.
I mean, it's kind of like your experience with Shia LaBeouf, and this one is so interesting. I feel like and I get it. Like everybody's got bad days. She seems like she is just eternally on one. So I totally am like, girl's gonna react how girl's gonna react. I also can't imagine being like, she's like 12. No, she's like 18.
Yeah,
but that's pretty young.
But how many people have said "Cash Me Outside" to this girl? Like
so
many.
Yeah, that's how she got famous. Like, is that really like the end of the world?
Appreciate your roots.
Yeah.
Bad Baby.
Yeah.
Maybe she's trying to move away from that rebrand.
Yeah.
Rebrand to what? A cultural appropriator?
Yeah. Different ethnicity. Okay. Should I read another one?
Oh, I think it's my turn.
Do we have time, Reba?
La, 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 la.
Wow.
I love that song.
I was sending some saucy pictures to my girlfriend at the time, like really saucy pictures.
Oh no!
Whole vagina out, nearly
my
inside
God.
my uterus because she asked for it. My face was never in them. I didn't delete the pictures, so they automatically saved to my iCloud. Well, my iCloud got hacked, and the photos went everywhere. Someone sent them to my mom and she asked me about it. She had them on her phone showing me them. My heart legit fell out my asshole.
Cool.
So I told her they were Trisha Paytas. She actually believed me. Best part is she now shows her work friends or her friends and work colleagues these photos and they all believe they're Trisha's. Half of my cutie has seen my vag. LOL.
My cutie?
Half of my cutie.
What does that mean?
Half of my cutie has seen my vag, LOL.
Jack, do you know what a cutie is?
I don't.
Half of my city, maybe. So yeah, has this ever happened to any of you guys? Love y'all loads, XOXO. Never happened to me.
No.
But so terrible that your pictures got leaked and that someone would send them to your mom.
Yeah. And that your mom acted so inappropriately about them instead of being like, oh, babe, I'm sorry that this happened.
With this.
Well, okay.
What Jack said yesterday.
Yeah, I have a bone to pick with this one.
That's
I don't know if I believe in the legitness of this. I think it's you're right. It's a terrible thing to happen to someone. But what I don't believe is that a mom would be showing her friends and work colleagues Trisha Paytas's vagina.
Absolutely not.
That does not seem like something that would happen in the real world.
Some moms be on one.
What we want to know is right back into datingstraightstr8@gmail.com. Tell us if you were lying and we will not judge you, but we will appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
And then we want to do an episode where we get like true and false confessions and then we have to try and decipher
That's fun.
if it was real or not.
That's fun.
Because I think we just caught this person in a lie.
Yeah. So
Lie.
email your true and false confessions to datingstr8@gmail.com. And at the very end, like put it at the very, very bottom, like true or false. And we'll have our producer go through the emaemails.
Yeah.
If this
Then we'll
is
guess.
fake, I appreciate the creativity.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Must be
Yeah.
fun to creative write like this. Like
A
creative
short
writing.
story.
Fun, yeah.
Oh, yes. Like, they were like,
Yeah, but if it is true, like literally terrible that your
Yeah.
photos got leaked.
Yes,
and your
of
mom
course.
mishandled that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strange all around.
So strange.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Okay. Very nice. Reba, thank you so much for doing this again.
Thank you for having me.
This, I guess, is your 6th time technically
Absolutely.
on this show.
There are just a few episodes that were lost in
Scratch.
translation.
Yeah, totally. Where can the people find you, Queen?
You can find me on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, Ms. Rebecca Black. And you'll find me, well, I have music out now, but you'll find me on Spotify and Apple Music in the new year. Some new stuff. And vote for us on the Wowies.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Wowies.com.
Wowies.com, I think.
Gotta be. Go
World
on.
of Wonder?
Google it.
Yeah.
Something? Google
Yeah,
it.
Google it.
Go. I'm sure I've posted about it. Yeah.
Thanks for listening. I'm Amy Oddman.
I'm
This is
Jack
Rebecca
Dodd.
Black.
Oh, and I'm chopped liver, and this is Dating Straight.
See you next Tuesday.
We can be broken-hearted lovers. You can help me recover. Ooh.